What's up, good? What we do here every single day is about knowledge, information, and resources. It's about enlightening, empowering, impacting you to be able to put and make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. That's my goal. That's my aim. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Welcome to another Think Different Thursday. That's what we do here in the Brand You Suite on Thursdays. We think differently. As entrepreneurs, as leaders, we don't think like everybody else. So I'm gonna get into this because I'm gonna be real quick, and then I'm gonna hop on in here because I got some business to take care of today. So, I always say I'm not gonna be long, and then wind up being about almost 25 minutes or so. But I'm gonna cut it short today. But this week, y'all know what we've been dealing with this week. The 10 lessons that Kehancha and the CBO Kenya Summit taught me. We talked about mindset, which was Monday. We talked about vision, which was Tuesday. We talked about resources yesterday. And today, I want to talk about hunger. Hunger. Are you hungry? As Mr. Les Brown, I'll say it, Mr. Les Brown says, are you gotta be, not are you hungry, you gotta be hungry. You gotta be hungry. And one of the things that I got from the CBO Summit were the people of Kehancha are hungry. And they're hungry for three things. I'm gonna give y'all these three things, y'all. They're hungry for change, they're hungry for progress, and they're hungry for who they are becoming. I'm going to get that to you again. They're hungry for change, they're hungry for progress, and they're hungry for who they are becoming. And as entrepreneurs, as business owners, we've got to be hungry. We've got to be hungry for change. We've got to be hungry for progress. And we've got to be hungry for who we are becoming, who your product, who your brand is, your business is becoming. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? The people, and I hate, and I'm gonna get, I don't say get churchy for a minute, but I want to use the Bible verse, and I've been using this all week, and I'm gonna use it as the kind of the jump off point every day this week and next week as we talk about the CBO Kenya. Nehemiah in the Bible, in the Old Testament, was charged with building a wall, the wall of Jericho. I believe that's the wall. That's the only wall I know of it in the Old Testament, the wall of Jericho. No, he wasn't. Yeah, no, he wasn't charged with building the wall of Jericho, but he was build the wall for the people. Jeremiah was given that assignment. Or Nehemiah, I'm sorry. Nehemiah was given that assignment by God. But Nehemiah could not build that wall until the people that he was leading, the people that he was in charge of, had a mind to work. Being over in Kehancha, being around Pastor Thomas, his brother, and all of the other leaders that were there, they are charged with the assignment of building Kehancha. Building the wall of Kehancha. And when I say wall, I'm talking about businesses. I'm talking about the churches that they're building, the schools that they're building, that they're creating, the Bible college that Pastor Thomas had talked about, the entrepreneurial school, all of those great things that Kehancha wants to build. But here's the thing about it doesn't get built until the people have a mind to work. That's what that's the hunger that's there. They have a mind to work. And it's building people after people after people after people. Yeah, they got some, but they need more. They need more of the people of Kehancha to have a mind to build and to create and to change and to progress. That doesn't happen until they begin to tell people about this great wall that they're building in Kehancha, the great businesses, the great homes, the great churches that they're building, and ready to do the work. One of the things that I said when I spoke at the church, at one of the churches on Sunday, I spoke with them about it not being, the church has a responsibility to have a new approach to sin, not S-I-N, as in our sins and asking forgiveness, God, but C-I-N, which is a commitment to impacting the needs of the community. When they have a mind to impact, when Pastor Thomas and them and the leadership, they have a mind. They have to have a shift in their mind as well. They have a mind. They have a hunger to impact the needs of the community. And in turn, what happens is the people of the community have a mind to change and to build and to grow. They give them the hunger that there's now growing. There's a core of hunger that's in Kehancha. Just like there's a core of hunger here in the States. And we can't do what we're supposed to do here until that hunger is there. They can't do what they need to do over there until that hunger is at the core. So are you as an entrepreneur, are you as a leader, do you have that hunger at the core of who you are? Do you have that passion for what it is that you do? Do you have that drive for what it is that you want to accomplish? That nobody's going to keep you from being able to accomplish what it is that you're going to accomplish. There he is. Hey, Pastor, were your ears burning? I was just talking about you. But there's a hunger. And when I'm talking about the CBO Kenya, I'm talking about Kehancha, I'm also talking about here. This thing isn't just on this side, it's on both. There has to be a hunger. There has to be a thirst for the change. There has to be a passion for what we're doing and what we want to accomplish. For you, as an entrepreneur, if you ain't passionate about your business and about what you're trying to do, your brand, then you need to just leave it alone. As my father told this story one time, my father and I, we were driving because my car had to get towed, and so we were driving back, and we were driving back from where he lived, because he had to get it. Well, he was getting it towed, I think, up to where he lived in Pennsylvania, not too far, I think an hour and 15 minutes away. But we were driving, and we were having this passionate conversation, as he and I used to always do, about the Bible and about the Word, and so. We're talking about it, and we're talking about, being a Christian and everything like that. He pulls to the side of the road, and he was just like, well, if that's how you feel about the Bible, then you just need to throw the whole thing away. You don't even need to pay attention to it, because he was trying to say that I didn't have the same, because I didn't agree with him, but it wasn't about that. It was about my perception, my way of thinking, and the passion that I had for what I was doing. And that's the same way you have to be with as an entrepreneur. You've got to have this passion that's deep down, this hunger down, deep down inside of who you are. That can't nobody take it away from you. Nobody can give it to you. Nobody can take it away from you. And I did a post the other day, said this glory, I got this glory. The world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. That's the hunger that Kehancha has. The world hasn't given them anything, and the world can't take it away. But they have a passion, they have a love, they have a hunger for more, for change. They have a hunger for progression. They have a hunger for who it is that they are becoming. I told y'all, change. It's something good is about to happen. Something God is about to happen, and not just in Kehancha, not just for the CBO, because the CBO is going truly global now. because it's going. It was in Kehancha this year. It's going to be in London next year. That's the hunger. That's the hunger for this entrepreneurship, for this leadership thing that we're doing. That's the hunger that we built, that was built in Kehancha by Pastor Thomas. Hey Bernice, hey Pastor Connie. Hope you all are having a great day. Thanks for tuning in. But that hunger started here with the CBO here. That hunger moved over to Kehancha. That hunger's moving from Kehancha over to London. And the next year, and the next year, and the next year. She got Brittany, hey Brittany, I know you got 7 years worth of it. 2030, y'all. That hunger is growing. It's not just there in Kehancha. That hunger is growing. The hunger is growing for change. That hunger is growing for progress. That hunger is growing for who we are becoming as entrepreneurs. The hunger is growing for who we are progressing to. That hunger is growing for who we're becoming as Christian business owners. Now, I'm not saying that those that aren't Christians don't have that hunger either, but there's a hunger that's among us that has grown strongly because of what happened in Kehancha, what's going on in Kehancha. Hey, Pastor Sandra, how are you? But it's about that hunger today, y'all. This Think Different Thursday that I do, it's about that hunger. Greatness has a hunger. When you look at those that you deem to be great, and y'all know I always use Kobe Bryant, I always use Magic Johnson, and I do use Michael Jordan. But there was a hunger inside of Kobe Bryant. There was something deep inside of him, a passion that nobody gave to him, that nobody could take away from him. It was deep inside of him because of who he wanted to become. That hunger that was inside of him was because of the change that he constantly and consistently wanted. There was a hunger inside of him because of the progress that he wanted to make on a daily basis. And there was a hunger inside of him for who he was becoming. Not just as a basketball player, but even when his basketball career was over, there was a hunger about him. There was a hunger in him for who he was going to become next, who he was becoming next. In his books, in the documentary that he had, all of in coaching his daughter, there was a hunger in him. That hunger didn't die when he stopped playing basketball. Matter of fact, I believe it got even greater. That's the lesson number 4 that I got from Kehancha. They have a hunger. They have a passion. They have a thirst for change. And we didn't give it to them. It was there before we even got there. It was there before we even got there. But here's what I believe that did happen, and what we did do, what Pastor Thomas has done. He's lit that match. He has lit that match, and hopefully we've added to that match, to that fire. We were just the wood. He was the match. We were just the wood that he added to the fire. And those are the things. That's what makes you different as an entrepreneur. That's what makes you different as a leader. You've got to have the thirst. You've got to have the hunger before anybody else. You've got to have the vision before anybody else. And truth be told, folks may not see your vision. And what I tell people, the vision ain't for you. I mean, for them to see, truly. It's not for them to see. Now, do you want those that you are leading to be able to understand and to buy into the vision? But they're not going to see what you see. They're not going to truly understand it because it was given to you. And that's that hunger comes from being able to feed those that you lead, feed those that you collaborate with or partner with or work with, that they see where everybody is, they see where you are, and see where you want to go, see where you're going and how to get there. I was on a mastermind last night And it was just phenomenal with the with Brother Bedford and a whole group of people, and Dr. George Frazier. Phenomenal. I mean, this mastermind, masterclass, all of that was absolutely outstanding. And we were talking about just the great things that are happening. And the great things that are happening here, and then the great things that are happening on the continent. There's an awakening going on, y'all. There's an awakening that's going on, and it's it's catching on like a wildfire. Now, it's not gonna be easy. This entrepreneurship journey, y'all know it ain't easy. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. If everybody had the hunger, it would be so much easier. But there's something that's happening that people are catching on to it. They're seeing it. Or from the continent to here, people are starting to see it. People are starting to see it. Even amongst ourselves and each other, we're feeding that hunger. So I started off by quoting Les Brown. You gotta be hungry. Let me, I'm sorry, I didn't do that justice. Let me say it how Mr. Les Brown would say it. You gotta be hungry. Did I get it? Did I get it? You gotta be hungry. Kehancha is hungry. That's the lesson that they taught me. They are hungry. And it's our responsibility as entrepreneurs, as leaders, as Christian business owners to be the wood on that fire of hunger that there is there. Not just there, but here as well too, globally. I'm loving it because of the hunger that people have for wanting to be better and to progress and to do better. But those of us that have the capacity, that have the intellect, that have the resources, as we talked about yesterday, we have an obligation, we have a responsibility to be able to pour that into that hunger, pour into that hunger. Greatness, y'all. Greatness is hungry. Greatness doesn't sit back. Greatness is having a constant, consistent hunger for being better, doing better. That's why y'all always hear me say, it's my mission, my purpose, my assignment to make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. There's a hunger for that. Because I want to see people better. I want us to do better. Each and every day. Just what I say, 1%, y'all. Just 1% better each and every day. Doing something. Learning something that we did not know the day before. So I want you today, y'all know the homework is coming. Don't act like y'all didn't know. On this Think Different Thursday, I want you to think about what you are hungry for. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? And what are you hungry for? And then here's the thing. How are you going to feed that hunger? What is it that you're going to do to feed the hunger that you have? And when I say that, to feed the hunger, what does it mean? What are those things that you have to put in place? What are those things that you have to do in order to be able to be successful to get to feeding the hunger, that hunger that you have? What are you putting in place as an entrepreneur? What are you putting in place as a brand? What are you putting in place as far as those things that you want to see come to reality? It's something good is about to happen. Something good is happening in Kehancha. Something good is happening in here in the United States. And even, Bernice, even before we get there, something good is happening in London. Because something God is happening. And when God is in it, what's the song? When God is in it, there's no limit to what can be done. And as my sister Pastor Sandra says, you got to have unstoppable faith. Unstoppable faith feeds the hunger. Unstoppable faith feeds the hunger. That's what we're here to do. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. See, y'all done made me get up here, but yes. It's about that hunger today. You gotta be hungry. You've got to have a passion for what it is that you do. As an entrepreneur, as a leader, or just don't do it. I'm gonna tell you just like that. Y'all know, straight no chaser. If you ain't hungry for it, don't do it. If you don't have a hunger for that for this entrepreneurship thing, don't do it. If you don't have a hunger for the leadership, don't do it. Then go sit on the sidelines somewhere. But you gotta either get on board or you get left behind. That's how we rolling around here. So I want you to move today. Like I told you, today. What are you hungry for? And then how are you going to go about feeding that hunger? Kehancha is hungry. They got some of what they needed in order to be able to feed their hunger. And now it's about moving, giving them more and more so that they can change, so that they can progress, and so that they can become who it is that they're supposed to become. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. Y'all see I got my hat on because it's a little chilly out. It's a little chilly out here today. So, but I got my walk in and I'm good. With my hat on, I'm good right now. So, and it's supposed to be a really nice day. So get out, get some fresh air, get that walk in, get that walk on, get some of that vitamin D that's out here, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. 10 lessons that Kehancha, the CBO Kenya, taught me. Y'all ready? Stay hungry. Let's go. We'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great, phenomenal day. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.